Hey guys, this is John.
And Allie.
And this is another episode of the Meatgistics podcast brought to you by Walton's. Before we get into anything, we're going to start remembering to tell people to go to Spotify and leave a review on the podcast.
Leave a review.
Like it.
Love it.
Engage with any polls we do. Do what we tell you to do, people.
We learned you can do polls, so we're doing polls now.
We've got a poll.
So please join in our polls.
I still don't know which one we're going to post this week. I've got two in my mind.
Okay.
I think we'll go with the one that's less fun, but might be more interesting.
What? Okay, well, I'll let you choose.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah,
we'll get
okay.
into it. But before we get into anything else, I've got a coupon for everybody. Since Austin is not here, the coupon is Team Blue.
Dang, man.
For the first 10 people who use it, it's on any order over $20. You get a free shaker of Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. So it's just Team Blue, all one word. Caps don't matter. So get on that. Be one of the first 10 and get your free shaker of the best steak seasoning available.
What if
Not
I
gonna
like
lie,
a
that's-
crowd round of applause back here?
Do we need a...
We need a soundboard.
Yes. We can
Approved?
Use her, we can use her gas.
I'm going to have to quit. That's the only option. I'm going to have to leave Walton's.
What if you're allowed to run it?
No, I don't want anything to do with
You can
the
have a
soundboard.
couple buttons.
I don't want any buttons.
Oh, okay.
But you could do all sorts of things.
That's very like 90s wacky radio. Look at the smile on Patrick's face. He got so excited.
I love it. Fred Norris on Howard Stern. He's a huge
so
inspiration for me. Yeah, no, there's a certain nuance and like timing with it. It's like
I would actually,
overkill is too much, obviously. But
I would actually trust you to run that responsibly.
like, yeah, just give me one
He'd
day
be
to
great.
be too much, and then
Right.
Oh, yeah. There's sometimes I often think people can hear what I play back here. Because when we first started to do live streams, if I was on a YouTube video, they'd go, "We hear what's going on." I go, "It's an ad. Give me 5 seconds." But beyond that, yeah, if we can actually, string it up where I can actually play some stuff in here, that would be, I think, ideal. So
Yeah.
So this is now a live stream and a podcast that you've replaced Austin.
Yeah.
Are we?
This is not a
Are we
permanent.
phasing
This
him
is
out?
not
What are we
permanent.
doing? What are we
No,
doing
this
here?
is just, I'm just popping in, saying, hey, hey.
Austin did try a wig for a couple episodes, and then now there's a girl here.
And now
We
see,
do look similar
we were
enough.
soft launching this change.
the faux launch of a new.
Is the
Walton
wig
in
still?
place.
Yeah, the wig's
Oh,
back
yeah.
there.
Oh, no,
it's
it's
just,
alive.
I don't know. That's alive.
I had it on before the podcast.
You
started.
did?
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I was flipping my hair back.
Actually want to see
it was
what
funny.
you would.
It was funny.
We can make a horror movie with that.
Like the wig being alive.
Yeah. Instead of like a trailer idea, we can do like change channels, and then that's one of them.
You could even do like it's got a worm in it, and it like gets into your head.
Yeah,
and
you wear it.
gosh.
So it's got like some
Makes you eat worm. It's like alpha gal.
Okay, I want nothing to do with this. I'm out.
the opposite of it. Yes.
Immediately out.
Well, whatever your thing is there, I'm pretty sure is a wig too. So
This is very real.
yeah.
It's very real.
The hat came
really
off and the hair stayed.
Matted
so
down, but it's real.
I guess I'll buy it for now.
John,
You
did
can't buy
know-
it. It's not
No,
for sale because it's
I'll
not a
bel-
wig.
I'll believe
I was going to ask you about if you knew about dry shampoo, but we're on a meat podcast, so let's keep it going. Why don't we?
So I was doing some research for the podcast, just looking for interesting things to talk about. And one article just popped up and I couldn't not click on it and see what it was. What do you think the caviar of protein is?
Oh man, my guessing out loud earlier was
Was
wait,
great.
wait. No, hold on. Is caviar
Caviar
not
is a
protein?
Yes, caviar is a protein. So very, very
well,
interesting.
but what's it really asking us? It's saying like what's something of the realm of like oddity that is still like maybe expensive of a specific taste, so acquired, but not cheap, right? So it's asking something almost too specific.
Thank God he's not good at math, because if he was good at math, he wouldn't be working here. He'd be doing something else.
So I was thinking
He
like
broke that down perfectly.
I was thinking like lining or intestinal lining of maybe a rare land animal or something, or even a little bit TMI, like maybe on the backside of an animal, something
Right.
like that.
Rocky
But
Mountain oysters?
Too
Like,
far. Too
Okay,
far.
too far.
But like how you broke that down is perfect. So this was from a wild game company.
Okay.
So according to them, the caviar is ostrich.
Ah, okay.
Ostrich.
Ostrich sucks. We've had it before. It's not good
Is
at
it like
all.
chickeny?
No, it's
It would
like
be so hard, wouldn't it?
it's like
Because they're muscular.
gamey.
Yeah.
What
Like,
about
and-
the neck? Like, what
Ew.
part do you
Oh,
eat?
I didn't even think about that. Is there any meat on that?
I don't know.
That
I don't think you eat
feels
the neck.
What else?
rough.
But what else? But then it's just like a giant turkey, right? It's
Right.
probably poultry. You got to treat it like that with all the feathers. I don't know.
It's got to be just the legs.
But the
and
neck's
breasts
got to
that you
be.
eat.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
can't.
you can't
be.
eat that neck.
Why not? Break it down
wanna say
into
it.
like
I
a
wanna say it.
brine or something.
My neighbors, who I adore,
Make it a
right?
bone broth.
They're my favorite people that I live around.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go up to Kansas City, they ask me to stop at this place called Hong Kong Star on the way back. Okay, it is like authentic Chinese food, and they usually will order something else like that I will like. But the first time I actually like delivered it, she's like, "Oh, you want to see what's in here?" So she opened it. It was chicken feet and beak.
No.
Yes. Chicken feet and beak, and then cuts of pork where like the bone was like sliced with the meat and enough that they just eat it.
Was it the
I
cell?
don't
Jesus
understand.
Christ.
Yeah.
What do you do with chicken feet? I don't get it. There's nothing on it. It's just feet.
Crunchy,
You gnaw
I-
at it. Oh.
right? Like,
You
what do
make-
you do with celery? It's just crunchy. It
Oh,
doesn't
I
have
don't-
anything to it.
So-
Are you like your brother? You hate celery?
Wait, no, I don't know if he has the same thing that I do. So I was talking to my mom about celery one day because I was like, yeah, and I eat it. You know, you get that like numb feeling in your mouth. She's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So then I talked to a friend about that as an adult, and they're like,
No.
no, that shouldn't happen. And I was like, oh, I think I'm allergic to celery.
It could be.
Oh no.
So-
Yeah, it could be. That makes more sense because it's
Whoops.
the most inoffensive of all tastes. It has
It's
none.
just
I don't really.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no
It's-
taste to it.
Mhm.
Austin absolutely despises anything celery, salt, celery.
I
blah,
don't
blah,
like.
blah. You
Yeah.
don't-
I think it
you
has
won't
a
touch
taste.
it.
I don't like it, but I'm not to the point where I think it has. I just won't
Yeah.
eat it. I won't talk about how much I hate it. I just won't eat it. You know, it's one of those for me. So.
It's just a rough texture because you have to chew it so much for what it is. It takes more calories to burn it than it does like
Yeah.
that actually consists of.
Anything we're putting peanut butter on to mask the flavor, it's not great, right?
I don't
as
know.
a kid, I liked ants on a log.
See, you're not
Right?
one of us, dude.
What do
You
mean?
call that ants on a log?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, you take the
Interesting.
celery, you put peanut butter in the middle, and you put raisins every.
Every like an ant.
How do you not know this?
Oh, you should have
That's
just
a very
eaten
common
graham
saying.
crackers and frosting like us thicker Walton children
I
did.
used to take carrots and dip them in sugar and then use the carrot like as a spoon.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
Like a big carrot or
A big
wait,
carrot,
was
yep.
this during your carrot phase of
no. This is when I was
2018?
like 6.
Okay.
Dude, he looks like a carrot right now.
My carrot eating was so out of control. Carrot eating and the Chobani flips. Those two things
those are
I
good,
got
though.
so obsessed with.
But
I
carrots you can't eat too much.
I just cut them out.
Well,
I was like, I'm not touching them anymore.
do
Addiction.
you like carrot cake?
I do like carrot cake.
It is a good one.
So
Some people just, no, carrots, and I go, it's not like you're eating,
Right,
Like, come
at
on, dude.
all.
It's for the it's for the moisture, right? It's like a zucchini bread cake.
Yeah.
It's,
and
It's
it always
health.
comes with a really good frosting. Like I've never had a carrot cake
No.
with a bad frosting.
Always.
So, nope. All right. Allie yesterday saved my life is probably too strong,
Is it?
but I was a second away from just beginning to rip off my skin.
uh-oh.
I had an open house this past weekend, and with my 200-pound dog, it's not easy to get him in and out of the car. So I just hide in my neighbor's backyard and fish and chill out there with him. Weather was beautiful, so it was a great time.
What if like people go, man, this house is awesome, but that crazy neighbor next door won't leave us alone. He's staring at us.
I
and he's waving a lot.
I always wonder how crazy my neighbors.
He's
think
got
I
a
am.
heavy dog. He
I
just
stopped
won't leave us
wondering that a
alone.
long time ago. I just accepted it.
But sometimes I feel like I'll catch myself doing something. I'm like, all right, why are you doing this? Are you doing this to make the neighbors think you're crazy? Like,
Oh.
You are a little bit. Like, I just want them, other than my neighbors who I love, I want everyone else to just give me a little bit of space.
Leave me
Okay.
alone.
So, and also Kyle and Marguerite are great too, but everybody else can just kind of.
So, all right. So
That's
you're
fair.
hiding out.
Yeah.
Continue.
Right. So I'm hiding out. Apparently, there's a very bad chigger season because I am covered in chigger bites. I mean, covered in them. So I have this huge one right here, and somebody, and it might have been you, had told me because I got this way not as bad earlier this year. If you put nail polish on them, that it kills them.
Suffocates
or
them out.
Whatever.
They say it suffocates them out.
It worked instantly. I mean, you put that on, and within like 2 minutes, these two didn't itch anymore. Now they were pink colored, so I didn't love that, to be honest.
nice and pretty and pink, but it was like a sheer pink. So
It kind of blended with my skin. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. It
John,
wasn't
what
like
is your
candy.
favorite
It was like
shade
blush.
of pink? if
I
we
don't
were
know what
getting
pink
into-
is, apparently.
It's the
We
new
had
one.
this, no. Remember Austin's shirt?
that was not pink.
That's pink to me.
That was salmon.
That's the same
Solid.
color.
Technically terracotta, but nobody knows what that means. So
I think I'm colorblind for some things.
I think you're just a lot of guys just don't care about colors, so they don't.
Pay attention to it.
Yeah, I think it's
I
normal.
mean, I know there's different shades of pink, but that's pink. I don't care. You can call it salmon all you
close
want,
enough.
but it's pink.
Mm.
But so I stopped this morning and got a clear thing of nail polish and basically just poured it all over my legs, chest, where I could get it on the back, because these they just got me bad.
So now the next thing is you got to figure out something preventative.
I don't think there's a spray for.
I've heard tea tree oil makes them angry, so they stay away,
Well, I
or
think we
maybe
lost them.
peppermint oil.
It's gone.
No, I have a severe stuffed up head, and I don't want to be sniffling into
Oh,
the
that's
thing.
fair.
So I was just
Good call.
grabbing the mute button.
Sniffle, sniffle.
Yours is down there.
Don't
somewhere.
worry about
We
it.
can. Yeah, you don't need
Fine.
one. You don't
It's
need
fine.
one.
We're good.
Anyway, so if anyone gets a bunch of trigger bites, this absolutely works, and it works almost instantly.
Yeah,
So
that's what we always used as children. You can thank Sandy Walton for that one.
you want to talk about your malaria remedy?
Oh yeah. So
Allie has
my
figured out how to cure malaria.
let me see if I can. I think I took a picture of it so I can get this right. So my great grandpa was a pharmacist in the late 1800s, early 1900s. And so my dad found one of his notes of a malaria treatment, and it's aloe bark, wild cherry bark. And I looked up each
There you
of
go,
these
wild cherry
ingredients,
bark.
and
Okay.
it made sense. Aloe is a soothing thing. Wild cherry is, I think, stomach.
Okay.
No, cough medicine. It's a cough suppressant.
Oh, okay.
Peruvian bark, which is that is the one that I think is supposed to be it's nowadays recognized as a malaria treatment.
Okay.
Black drought.
Don't know what that
That
is.
sounds right. It was something. It's like a laxative.
Oh.
So I guess treat the stuff and get the stuff out of you, and then top it all off with whiskey, because that's how you make
So
the correct remedy.
I said perhaps it's just an alcoholic, but why malaria is a blood disease? Why would you want a laxative?
I don't know. Why would they cut people open and just let them bleed out?
From malaria?
No, just back in the day, that was just a
Oh,
treatment.
bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I don't know.
or leeches.
But also, anything that's even if it's in your blood and your stomach are still connected. So
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
just the thought is just get it out. Maybe they didn't know it was blood back then. I don't know my history timeline of malaria. I haven't
Right.
studied that too deep. So
Yeah. It's interesting though.
yeah.
That was cool that you found that though.
Right? I'm super pumped about it. There was also a wash for splinters and infections, which includes soap, sugar, and turpentine.
Turpentine.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a good thing to soak your body in. No wonder life expectancy had continued to go up for a while. We stopped taking, laudanum.
Okay, but these guys were living to be 100 years old. So I don't know.
All right. Well, maybe.
Maybe
instead
they're
of ice
onto some
baths,
more
I'm gonna start
whiskey.
taking turpentine baths with whiskey.
They might have
Mm.
just lost track of time though too.
Right. They might have only lived
I'm
That's true.
100 years old.
Yeah, there's no
What?
proof.
What are you talking about? You're 76.
We like great, Patrick.
You got him.
That was great.
He's got kennel cough like my dog.
I don't remember what it was earlier, but I said something to Patrick,
Oh, dude.
and
They walked in.
I almost passed out. I was laughing. Oh, that's what it was. We were talking about who leaves a room if he and I were fighting
Yeah.
to the death. Who's making it out of that room?
Oh,
And Mason chimed in. He's like, "No, Patrick's too much of a what do you call you like a teddy bear or something? He's like too
oh yeah.
something like that." I go, "Yo, I'm a softie too." And Patrick's like, "You don't get to
Yeah,
say."
you can't pick both. You can't be the hardest guy in the room and but I'm
You're
I'm a teddy bear
sensitive.
too.
You killed
And
me.
he's like, I die way harder than you. He's like, when you die, not when I die, way more intense. More
What he
big.
exactly his exact words were, "You can't be the one who kills me the hardest and then also cries the hardest at my funeral." It's like you can't have both.
You
Maybe
don't
you can.
understand. He was a great guy though. It's just and you're stabbing my corpse still. No, seriously, guys, this was his favorite knife. It's funny. It's a joke between us.
All right, so for that's not the poll we're gonna do. Instead, we're gonna Allie and I and Patrick. I picked 5 totally random seasonings, right? So these are
Okay.
not our favorites. These are nothing, but we're gonna rank what we think our users would rank them as.
Okay.
So here are the seasonings. It's horseradish broth, Dixie style pork sausage seasoning, andouille Cajun, Tex-Mex jerky, fajita flavored snack stick. So from 1 to 5, I'll write them down. Allie, what do you got?
Okay. Question first. I've never had the Dixie style.
Okay.
Can I get a description on that? What flavor profile are we talking here?
It is a pork sausage seasoning made in the Dixie.
Land O'Light?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, worst to or best,
best to worst.
Best to worst. Number 1, I'm betting that fajita goes number
Okay.
1 because fajita is just a
Yep.
hot word.
Okay.
Nice.
Then I'm gonna go Tex-Mex.
Okay.
But that might be a little bit too much of my personal input in there.
Okay.
Andouille.
Okay.
Horseradish.
Okay.
Dixie.
Okay. All right. Okay. Patrick.
Oh, dude. Let's do. I think people hate horseradish, so that's last.
Okay.
Andouille. I don't think they're as familiar with the word, let alone even know how to say it. So I'm going to put that
Hard to spell.
4th. What was the other option for 3rd? The one that I've never heard of, Dixie. Let's put that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to mix fajita and Tex-Mex for my 1 and 2.
So Tex-Mex is number 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Locked in. Casey Kasem.
Okay.
Top 10 picks.
I'm going andouille first.
Ooh.
Oh,
Plot twist.
Then I'm doing the Dixie style because I don't think you guys have a good understanding of exactly how much pork sausage seasoning we sell.
Yeah, I
It's
also.
unbelievable. It outsells
But
that.
like the Holly regular, yes.
Regular.
But Dixie,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
we
don't know
still
what.
sell a ton of it.
It's a
Really?
former quarterback for the University of Oregon, Dennis Dixon. That's what it's named after. So you know it's got a good flavor.
I don't eat breakfast sausage,
Hmm,
but
it's a mistake.
I am like, it's not that I don't eat. It's like I just never make it or
Oh, okay.
like think to have it. It's like I'm
Yeah.
not against it,
Mm-hmm.
but
You
oh my
hear-
god, I must be in the minority of that because people eat breakfast sausage like crazy. All right, then I'm going fajita.
That was always like one when we were doing like top 10
Tex-Mex.
anything. You could just say Holly regular
Yep.
pork
Yeah.
sausage.
Highly regular
is top.
25-pound batch.
Yeah.
Highly regular 50-pound batch. That's our number 1 and 2 best.
We had to like, all right, let's nix that and pick one or the other for our thing we were doing all
Yes.
the time. So
You couldn't have both. And then I'm with Patrick. Horseradish broth is going to be last.
I think people just have such a harsh, quick opinion about it. They won't for a sec. It's an easy poll. Put it at the bottom. So.
Here's the deal. That is a good broth.
Yeah.
Horseradish broth.
Yeah,
They screwed up the name.
it's
It should-
not sharp enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have enough horseradish to make it like,
Dude.
ooh, let's call it that. It should have
It-
been called zesty blue ribbon.
Yeah, it
'Cause
tastes
that's
Yeah.
what it is.
nothing like horse. Like, I mean, let alone, and for that fact, radish either.
No, it definitely does taste a little bit like radish.
Well, let's not steal the joke entirely, dude.
I can't let you have it.
Oh,
let you have it,
radishes
Patrick.
just taste like dirt, though. Can we all acknowledge that?
Yeah, I'm not a radish person.
Yeah, in the
Great,
salad, I'm
okay.
not. I mean, that's why they only gave you like just the edge of it. You ever see the maniacs that put like the half whole thing in there? And I'm like, what is this, a watercress thing? Nope. Sorry, interrupting your good time.
Well, I love watercress in Chinese food.
sure.
like,
Yeah,
if they
bring it
have
on.
a- it's
I'm
a
eating
trap.
And a sau-
What do you mean it's a trap?
It's a trap. I mean, all of a sudden you're eating like lo mein and it's delicious, and then you get this like crunchy little piece of water.
Awesome.
And it's like, I didn't want this. Give me
Oh,
the carbs.
I love that.
You got
If I'm gonna eat good Chinese food,
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat Chinese food. I'm not trying to diet.
you got Shaq
You
on
know?
a candy bar over here, baby. It's going crunch on her, dude.
What food, like, you've been back here how long now? Like 6 months?
Somewhere around there.
Okay.
4, maybe.
What food item was like way better in Tennessee than here?
Golly.
Oh, anything
Oh.
chicken, right? They're hot chickens. Nice.
Yeah. Their hot chicken is good. If you're ever in Nashville, though, Prince's is better than Hattie B's.
These
It
are
just
chicken
is.
places?
Yes.
Okay.
So hot chicken is a big thing there.
Okay.
I think we have it. Like we have a hot chicken. We have like a Nashville hot chicken shaker.
Oh yeah, that's
Or at
right,
least we
as
did
far
at
as,
one
like,
point.
Excaliburs.
Yeah, because it's like a hot chicken item. But the thing that I miss the most is there's nowhere around here to go to get like quick, healthy food.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, but
We're
like
not big on that.
Kava slaps.
What was that?
I don't know.
Like a Chipotle, but with Greek food.
So
So it's like a bar of you add all your things to it. It's fantastic.
That's
Or Core Life is the other one. I took my sister-in-law there one time because I took her, and then I also took my brother one time. It's so good.
It's called Poor Life.
Core.
Oh,
Core Life.
Poor life.
So Poor Life.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if
No.
it was like comfort food or something.
No, it's like bowls of different sorts. So you can do like grains bowls, salads, but then they also have mac and cheese. That's like the best mac and cheese I've ever had. So good. And they've also got like bone broth and stuff. So if you want some good soup in the wintertime, it's
Yeah, but
great.
that's like I was looking more for like, is pizza better there than it is here? Is a steak
No.
better? So it's chicken.
I
and
never
then
went
you
to a
like
nice
healthy
steakhouse.
Probably got to be barbecue too,
No,
right?
why would you go to a steakhouse? There's no reason to.
Because when you live in Nashville and you don't have a grill, it's hard to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I still never went to a steakhouse because why would I spend money on that? Yeah.
They're ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. For no
you
good
can't
reason.
really just like, oh, I want to go to this place too, right? Like by the time you get there, it's like reservation only or
Yep.
an
Yeah.
hour into the city or something. Or like, I
Mhm.
mean, bad example, but we went there for the NFL draft and stuff like that.
Mm.
Every restaurant was like, oh, the NFL booked this like a week ago. And I was like, oh, of course.
Uh-huh.
Why would I think I could come into one of the top 20 happening places where an extra million people
Yeah.
just came into town?
Right.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
anyways,
Now, if you're going for like better food, like cocktails were better there.
sure.
There's fancier drinks. There was one place you go to is a speakeasy. So one of those like you knock on a door, you're not sure if it's the right place or not.
We have a speakeasy here now.
But this place, there's no menu. You go in and they go, hey, what types of things do you like?
Sounds like the
And they
place where
concoct something just for you. It was
Eddie-
fantastic.
Sounds like that place where Eddie
Best drink I
Murphy
ever
and
had.
Martin Lawrence, they ended up getting like life in prison or something.
Yeah. I think the movie's called Life.
Yeah, I know the name of the movie.
Yeah.
You think I would know the name of the movie? I'm trying to make a speakeasy reference over here.
Um,
Sorry, guys. John forgets we're entertaining a crowd. It's not just us three.
We're
in this
having
room.
a good time.
That sounds like a nightmare.
No, it's so good.
What kind of things do you like? I'll pick stuff for you. Like, no, how about you do what I tell you to do, and I'll give you money.
You
Like
could do
a
that too.
Normal
You
transaction.
could do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you were just like, hey, I want this, they
That's
would go
better.
make it.
Okay.
But otherwise, there's not like a set menu. They just go, hey, what types of liquor do you like? Do you like sweet? Do you like bitter?
Yeah.
Do you like? And they would just concoct something. It was the best drink I've ever had in my life.
Have you ever had
So
a
good.
Pimm's cup? P-I-M.
No.
S. Pimm's
Pa-
cup.
Pam?
Pim.
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 Pim?
It's definitely
Pim.
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 You ever had one?
No.
So-
of course not.
You know Archer,
Uh-huh.
the TV show Archer. For
Okay.
anyone who doesn't know, it's a cartoon about a spy. It's ridiculous, but Burt Reynolds is on it, and he wants a Pimm's cup, and somebody makes it for him and brings it to him, and he's disappointed. And he's like, "What? You wanted your Pimm's cup to come in a Pip's cup or a Pimp's cup, didn't you?" And he's like, "Well, kinda." So I was out at a restaurant once in Rochester, New York, and I happened to see Pimm's cup on the. I was like,
I gotta see what that is.
"This is a real thing." I'm like, "I will take one of those, please." They brought it to me in a Pimp's cup,
Oh,
like in a
man.
chalice. I was like,
That's
"This is the best
fantastic.
bar of all time." Like, it was
That's
awesome.
legit.
Yeah, it was.
When you go to
absolutely
places
great.
that do special things like that,
Yeah, that was pretty great.
big fan.
All right, let's try some snack sticks
Mhm.
before we move on any further. These are the two closest to us are both habanero barbecue, so don't worry about that. The far one is the one that I'm most interested in, so let's try that first. This, actually, I'm not even gonna tell you what it is.
Do I need my mute button now?
No.
If you just push the mic away and
Find
Nope,
out
she's
she
going
has,
for it.
She has terrible table manners.
It's
is
right
what it
here.
is.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna reach down on the floor and
I'm
grab
gonna,
this.
Don't
I'm
mind
gonna,
me.
I'm gonna add sounds as she eats.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Ugh.
Ooh. It smells good. Wait, this isn't like a trap. This
This
isn't
isn't a
something
trap.
weird. Okay.
Nope, it's not a weird. It's a seasoning that we sell. I made some snack sticks for Zubilee, and I'm just curious about what is going on here.
What is going on here? I don't understand.
Oh, I know what it is.
Do you
It's
ha-
kind of plain.
No, I don't want it.
I bet you I could land it right.
Probably could. No,
Okay.
thanks.
It doesn't have any flavor, right?
What?
There's nothing to it.
What
There's
typically
nothing to
doesn't have a
this.
lot of flavor that we always tell people doesn't have a lot of flavor on the seasoning.
Taco, Willie's.
Oh, no.
No.
I don't know.
no,
Those
no,
are the most
terrible
mild
answers.
ones that I can think of. Nacho.
That would not be a bad one.
Starts with an R. A-N-C-H, baby. Ranch, am I right?
Ranch. That's a ranch? No.
Dang it.
That was a good guess.
Did
though.
you
I
forget to
thought
put
it
the
was a-
seasoning in it?
Nope.
That would be funny.
That is Bloody Mary.
What?
That's not Bloody Mary.
What happened?
Right?
What?
That usually has...
That was like my favorite snack stick back in the
It's
day.
got nothing to it.
Did they mess with it?
It
Did you
I'm
mess
saying-
this
now
up?
does on the bag. It now says Bloody Mary #2, and I don't
They
think
change
I
it.
don't think it used to.
Okay, so
I didn't check to see if they changed it or not. Now, the last time we made this, Josh and I were talking about this. I thought that after a couple of days, it started to develop a flavor.
Really.
So give
But
it some time.
that just tastes like pork with some salt.
Like it smells great. It smells smoky.
Yeah,
Why-
but it just smells like smoke. It doesn't
Why?
smell
Can we call it Bloody Mary Jr. on the website?
Bloody Mary. Well, I mean, maybe the number 2 is like the second.
Yeah.
So it's a knockoff of its parent.
But if it was a woman's name, Mary, so I don't know. How do you? Don't you just keep calling them Mary? You don't go like add the
Actually,
first, second,
yeah.
or third.
I don't know.
I don't know about that either.
Little
That's a good
Mary,
question.
We just don't do it. I can't name you that.
Nah, not gonna
Miss
say that one.
Mary.
Name's taken.
No. Julie something the third.
My Bloody Mary has to be like
Maybe they do that.
a
No.
depressed aunt type. You know what I mean? She's got to. So it's got to
You
be
get the vibe.
All right, cleanse your palate with.
Yeah. We're gonna switch you.
with the hot barbecue. Yeah,
Hot barbecue or habanero?
hot.
Okay.
I for some reason couldn't get out the anero, so it's like Robert didn't see, can't do it.
He just wants to say RG3 or RD3. RD3.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yep. mhm.
Nope.
Yeah, this is much better.
It was a Robert De Niro joke.
Yeah, no, that's why I said RD3.
Oh,
Like they
I
call
thought you
him
were saying
Robert
Robert Griffin
De
the
Niro.
third.
I did initially.
Mm.
Okay. Man, look at us. We're slightly on the different.
We're
page.
almost there. We're not quite on the same
Synchronicity.
page.
I thought you were going to say sentence, so that's.
All right, man refuses to give up meat or liquor for a temporary house guest at his home. So this is one of those, am I the things on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically where people post things like controversial stuff. They say, hey, am I wrong here? Did I react incorrectly? What happened is his stepson brought his college girlfriend back to live with them for the summer. And this girl is a vegan and doesn't drink and wants the father to stop drinking and serve more vegan meals. And there was a third thing or whatever. And his response was, I thought, perfect.
Take down the trophies.
Take down so he's a hunter. So take down his wall mounts. And his response was just like, no to all three of those.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will be doing none of that. Go away. And
Boom.
I said, even in my notes, I was like, I don't even know why we're going to talk about this. We're all going to have the same opinion. I think Allie is going to intentionally try to anger me.
No, I have mixed thoughts on it. I don't think what the dad said is wrong. I do agree with him. But I do think that I respect that she was like, not necessarily just trying to change everything that they ate, but it was like, hey, I would buy groceries and make dinner like once a week. That I'm okay with. That's fine. That's kind.
Yep. I was like that part 100%.
The thing that I really did not like was she goes, I'm fine with you drinking in the house, but like, I don't want to see it. So you're just encouraging somebody to become an alcoholic. Like, it's like, I
Not
want you to
around
lie
me.
about it around me.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's not even that. It's this is not your house.
Yeah,
you
what
are
are
a
the-
guest here.
Yes.
Shut up and leave
But
if you're uncomfortable.
The thing that like made me like start to debate it is that because if her parents truly were alcoholics,
I don't
I
care.
understand.
I don't care. It still doesn't
But
give you the
still,
right.
you were in
There's
somebody else's house.
There's
So
an episode of Growing Pains that tackles this. Leonardo DiCaprio, he poured all of the booze down the sink, and Alan Thicke,
there you go.
while mad, didn't yell at him. I mean, he goes,
Should have.
And he goes, my dad hits me, and he goes, hey, we are not like that here, buddy.
Mm.
So she should have watched that episode. Kirk Cameron could have taught
That's
her a
it.
thing or two. So
Just listen to Kirk Cameron.
I forgot that Leonardo DiCaprio was on Family Ties.
please.
Growing pains.
Growing Pains. Sorry,
Gosh.
Growing
Like-
Pains.
Sorry.
Growing
And
Pains.
clip that, Chase. Nice.
Okay, so we're basically all in the same.
So yeah, like I get
Okay, cool.
first problem. Why didn't she find another house to live in? I don't know. That's the thing.
Yep.
Whoa.
Like-
and then the wall mounts.
Oh,
Listen,
she wanted them
mounts.
taken down until she left.
Yeah.
listen.
That one is too far. Absolutely not. There's no
The
reason.
death metal posters stay, lady. Okay, they're not coming down.
Yeah, that
understand?
basically would be what it was.
Yeah,
Somebody
that's
wanting you to take down.
Hey,
oh,
your decor doesn't
intimidated
fit me.
by that.
Leave.
Yeah.
Imagine I go into Smoothie King and I go, listen, guys, we're gonna make some changes around.
You mean the drug laundering
Yeah,
operation
the-
called
Hey,
Smoothie King?
they're like the
we
mattress
just
hub
talked
of-
about
yeah.
this. Smoothie King has done something weird to their smoothies in the last couple weeks
I
because
think I know
multiple
what
have
it
gone to
is.
multiple
they took out the
locations.
cocaine, probably.
Maybe they're
I-
watery.
I know it. Okay, I'm glad
you
you
do?
said
This
this.
is now
No,
the
no,
third
no.
Okay.
person.
I don't get smoothies. I have a point to this. I'll
Okay,
wrap it up
go, go,
quickly.
go.
It is I get the acai bowls, right?
Yeah.
Mine was melted. They're
Okay.
they're prepping them and putting them in the fridge. So their most popular things they're
Oh.
doing because they know they have regulars and stuff like that. So they're doing like maybe a couple of each one to stay ahead, and they pull it from the fridge if they get busy, and they hand that to the person. So that's why they're crappy in the drive-through, because no one goes into a smoothie.
Are you
king.
going in or are you?
Order online.
I don't even think
Even
they have it
worse,
inside.
even worse. So they're making it right. They might not even make it right there. Oh, we got one coming
But I
in.
do it all custom. I don't buy the just as is. I always have subs.
That adds a variable.
They add extra sugar to everything, and I don't want the extra sugar, so I just take it out.
Adds a variable, but I had a very similar experience.
Oh,
Okay.
Very interesting.
So it's not. That's the fourth person I've talked to that's had an issue in the last week.
So
and a
the
half.
economy's even
Class
hitting
action lawsuit.
Even hitting
right now.
the drug laundering game.
Smoothie King.
Yep. Same thing. Same exact thing.
Smoothie King.
Yep. Denver mattress as well. I don't
We're
believe- I don't believe
uncovering.
That, I'm not even gonna go off on that tangent today because I have like a whole. I don't understand it.
It's Mattress Firm, I think, or Hub, or one of the other ones. It's not.
Oh, it's Denver mattress is the one that I see.
There's
everywhere.
all of them. I don't. Nashville had like 3 within a block.
Yeah.
It was.
Why?
I don't know.
Most of them don't even stock the mattresses anymore. They
No.
ship them to you.
Yeah.
So why do you need all that?
I don't know.
Drives me nuts. Anyways. All right. Is it morally sound to eat lab-grown meat from exotic animals? This one is. Go ahead.
Oh.
You.
Oh no! Just okay. There's a difference between just an exotic animal and the exotic animal they were talking about.
Correct. But let's address that one first.
Okay.
Do you think it's morally sound? Like if I wanted to eat a tiger and they created a lab-grown, like this is lab-grown tiger meat.
It's going to drive the real stuff up. Look at shoes. We put out fake shoes next to real shoes. It doesn't disrupt the sale of the real shoes at all. In fact, it makes them more scarce. The rarity goes up. The price goes up. The gouging happens, and you're going to see a lot more fishy stuff on the marketplace. So I don't think it solves anything. So
That's it.
No. That's a
That was not where I was.
really
thinking,
good
but
thought.
let's-
Yeah.
See, told you.
Yeah.
Thank
A
God
little
you can't add
concerned.
2 and 2.
I got
God.
I can do words. I can't. do
Yeah,
that.
you can't do numbers. It gets
Well,
confused
good
real
news.
easy.
I
bla-
can't do
blacked out.
words,
What
but I
happened?
can't do numbers.
So, there you go.
The Raging
Playing to each
Cajun,
other's strengths.
James Carville. Back
So,
there.
I think I have a moral problem with lab-grown meat. Period.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, that's a great point, but I think I'm just against lab-grown meat from a moral standpoint. And I always try to tell people like, I'm not that confident a person. I act confident in a lot of situations because I've thought out how I should act in things.
Yeah.
Right. Like I've thought these things ahead. And I've been thinking about this one now for like a year, like trying to figure out my stance on it. And I just keep coming back to the fact that it just seems like it's leading us down a dangerous and bad path. Like, okay, so we're going to start growing food. Okay, how long till we're just going to be like, well, you know, it'd be really fun if we just didn't have to work anymore and we could grow these little things that would do all of the work for us.
So
And then all of a
that's
sudden
what
we're right back
computers
to
are.
slavery.
That's what computers are.
Yeah.
Well,
But the
or robots.
So you'd rather eat the real thing
Okay.
and not the clone.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I just
You
have.
didn't think about it like
I
that.
didn't
did
think
you?
about it like that.
So
I
then you-
haven't thought about it like
Yeah.
that.
So maybe give yourself some time.
Yeah.
But because then you could. But then if there's a way to get the clone and not have it know it's ever alive or feel pain, then I think everyone's on board. But then you get into like the ethics of like, is that real protein or is that just like, you know, essentially a plant-based thing if it's not real.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you know, I think the legitimacy of like the nutritional would come that to me that outweighs any kind of moral or ethical kind of implications. So
The big part on this though was the question is it okay to eat a bald eagle?
No.
And I swear
No.
when I went up to Canada at the lodge, they had a stuffed bald eagle and my blood boiled. I was like, oh, this is the most American I've felt in like it was too
You're
high for
gross.
me to cut it down, but I looked at it, I was like, that's coming home with me. Like, you guys
You're
that's
coming
not
home
your
with me.
you know, we were almost this close to that. It was going to be a turkey. So would you have felt the same way? If
Are
it
you
was a turkey?
serious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Benjamin Franklin wanted our national bird to be a turkey.
So glad he didn't do that.
But then we're kind of just like.
Yeah, but
if
they're
you-
delicious.
But if we remove, I bet you bald eagle probably tastes really
Actually, it's a good point.
I mean, they're
Actually,
pretty
no, I
big
take that back.
bird.
I never said that.
She's not American. You see this?
We don't even
comment?
talk about the murder of the sacred eagle.
Well, I was trying to
sacred
think like,
eagle.
yeah, that would be. Well, it's just all symbolism, but like, it probably tastes awesome though. That's how good it is. They go, got to make this.
I
one.
doubt it tastes even remotely good. They eat like garbage and fish.
And it's too active.
Yeah, that well,
Flies a lot, more muscular.
but,
Don't you want a little bit?
what do you call it? T-bone of the sky or ribeye of the sky, the
Oh,
sandhill crane. They
yeah.
fly incredibly far distances.
We were talking about that the other day, and my two brothers that work here both think that's a complete lie.
Ribeye of the sky.
That it's not the ribeye of the sky.
No huge offense to your two brothers, but neither one of them are very good cooks. I don't think.
I don't know if they cooked it.
Dylan can cook up a steak.
I don't know that either of them cooked it though.
Yeah.
So then that's maybe even more questionable. I don't know who did.
He said, "Bring it on, dudes."
I'm trying to think like what I've had that Austin has made and been like, oh, that's amazing. It's nothing.
Austin cooks a mean burger. I'm not gonna
Dylan-
lie, he's got it down.
Dylan cooks a very good Wagyu steak.
He does, yeah.
He does, but that
Does a great walking taco.
very hard
Great
to.
walking taco.
Oh my god, I hate it. I went to a friend's house and they go, "We're having walking tacos tonight." I go, "Oh, you mean you just didn't care? You didn't try? Like they just opened up a bag of chips and put meat in it,
Actually,
and they
yeah.
go, "Here's your walking taco." I'm not a 5-year-old, okay? You had plans to have guests over. You blew it, okay? You couldn't even put a piece of meat in the crock pot. We couldn't pork loin this. Nothing. You know what I mean? It's such an apt. Oh, we're having people over. Oh, do you defrost a pound of meat? We'll put some taco. It'll be a while. No, they'll love it. They'll love it.
Walking taco is like my normal dinner.
No
Somebody
thanks.
explain this term to me.
Oh, you don't know what walking taco is?
No.
Hey, have you ever had a bag of Doritos?
Take a
Yes.
bag of salsitas.
So you take a bag of salsitas, you open it up, and you just put what you would put as an American white person taco. You just put meat and then tomatoes and cheese and lettuce, and then that's it.
Crunch it
And
up.
you eat it with a
That's-
spoon.
But
Do you
when
know where
we
that
do it, a
comes
little
from?
different. I don't know.
That's prison food.
That's
That's legitimately
that's
prison
what we used
food.
to eat in high school.
Well, high school is kind of like a prison.
I mean, to some
You
degree.
make-
I went
you
to
make
private
beds.
school.
Degree.
It was not.
Well, but we have
You
like
can't leave.
But you have like an a la carte system. You buy
Yeah.
with money, and then you have
Yeah,
to ask permission to go everywhere. Like you were in prison too.
So the
you
way
know?
we do walking tacos though
No,
is
our
we don't do
society's
individual
broken.
bags.
Our
We just
society's broken.
No,
We're
it's
now
like
eating
just a
prison
taco
food
bowl.
as
She was
a-
just in Martha Stewart's prison. That's all. But yeah, I know. So aren't you mad if you were to go to a friend's house? Like you prepare steaks. John's steaks are like legendary. Reverse takes the time, uses his machine appropriately, but there's still a lot of like man hours involved,
Sure.
right? The amount of love, the amount of like you can tell he's this hundreds of times, but then and then you go over to someone's house and then they go, "Oh, by the way, we're having kid cuisine."
Right.
It's like what?
Here's your, not even good Velveeta mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Here's your Kraft mac and
Yeah.
cheese. I'd be like, get
Yeah,
out
in
of here.
fact, I'm
Depends
not
on the
hungry.
day,
I'm
man.
just,
Depends
I'm
on the
just
day.
drinking tonight. Thanks.
Right. Yep. And that's fine too.
I want to say, is that a
That's
bad
fine, too.
option?
No, not necessarily. All right. We're actually going to skip meat matters because we've been
Okay.
rambling for 50 minutes.
Sorry about that.
No, it's good. That was fun. And we're going to go right to a wild card. Juvenile white shark spotted in Lake Conjola shocks residents.
Is that to like elicit like it's young? We're like, oh, we should take it easy on it. You know what I mean?
I don't know why.
Why
But-
mention that?
Why is it in a lake?
Oh, jeez.
Wait, where is this?
The teenage
Hold up,
shark
hold
is
up,
in a
hold up.
lake.
NSW, so I think that's North Southwestern
No,
Territories.
that's not suitable for
New-
work.
New
Don't
South
click on
Wales?
that.
No, oh, maybe it is New South.
In Australia?
It's in Australia. I always thought
Okay.
it was North Southwest Territory. So maybe it's New South.
New South Wales.
They just got rid of the East. They just said, no. You're like, well, no, it has nothing to do with it. It goes top, bottom, right.
My entire life, I thought it was North Southwest. Oh my god.
How did you get on the ground?
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Oh my god.
Where is North South?
This is my new favorite.
Is
moment.
North Southwest
In my mind,
center?
it's North Southwest.
So you just go, Australia. There you go. No. He goes up, down, right.
Oh my
dying,
god.
He's like, if you look at a globe, you point at it, and you go up, and then down, and then right. North, south.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever said on camera. For sure.
That's going
For
on social
sure.
media.
You
Oh
were
my
for sure.
already
God.
that red, though, so that's...
North Southwest Territory.
So
Okay, so it's New South Wales.
I want you to know,
obviously.
when she said it, I went, yeah, for sure. And I never thought
Right.
of that.
I didn't even.
But I never thought about you.
First time you even said it, I was like, okay, wait.
need that fucking back.
Hold on.
Oh my god. Sorry about that, guys.
White shark spotted.
All right, so what happened with
Okay,
the...
so where are we at here? It's the.
North South Wales. no.
You just tried to say what?
New South
New South Wales.
Okay.
All right. I got a little excited about there being a shark in a lake. So
Okay.
let's just
I just want to look up
How
where
did-
this is at.
All right.
Lake Conjola, Conjola.
C-O-C.
And it's in the Ula Dula Times is where the.
John, this is a cartoon.
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
Ula Dula. That sounds
Oh yeah,
made-
right.
That sounds made.
That's
up.
made up.
Okay, so it's like right next to the ocean, but there's no connection.
I don't know,
It's just hopped.
There's a lagoon.
but it shouldn't be in a lake.
There's like a
unless it's
little
salt
waterway.
water lake, which I don't think you call a
But
lake.
here's the thing: it's like that's the ocean, that's
Yeah,
the lake. They're
know.
right next to each other.
There's freshwater near saltwater everywhere.
But could it just be not a true? Wait, oh, that's not it. That says lagoon. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. It's part of the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Like,
it's
it's-
actually connected.
It's connected. It's
Okay.
largely connected.
So they don't know how to use terms like lakes.
Australia.
Yeah, apparently not.
Australia might.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, why am I upset? I'm
Sorry.
They probably meant lagoon. Yeah.
I'm pretty happy right now. You thought that was north, south, west. So
No, I'm upset. I was hoping that great whites were changing and they were going to be able
Well,
to go up rivers.
I don't know if it's
They're walking now, dude.
salts or not.
No, if it's connected to the sea like that, yeah, it is.
What's your other?
Okay.
What's your other story?
But wait, what happened with the? What did the shark do?
I think
It was just in a lake.
I was just chilling. So it is working its way inland.
Yeah, but this is not as exciting as it was. I've had a bad couple of minutes here. This story did not go the way I was
I'm happy
hoping
to
it
be
would
here.
on many levels. Next one is America saved the grizzly bear from extinction. Now they're invading people's backyards and main streets. Do you know what the Gelman amnesia
No,
is? Okay,
no.
so Gelman amnesia is.
she might have it.
It's actually we'll find out. It's actually a made up term, but it was made up to prove a point. Anyways, its basic thing is you're reading what's something that you know a lot about.
The
Like-
Bible? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine. That's fine.
Perfect.
So
Let's go.
you're reading a article in the New York Times talking about one of the books that you studied incredibly well, the Bible, right?
Okay.
They make a mistake. You
Okay.
go, that's not true. Like that's not what it says at all.
Okay.
You turn the page and you're reading a book on or reading an article about the economy, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. You've forgotten that they
just got it wrong.
right. So we do this all the time with authority sources and
Mhm.
figures and whatever. This thing says the article says that they can top 500 pounds. An
What
average
can?
grizzly bear.
A
Sorry.
grizzly bear. Okay. Thank
An
you.
average male grizzly bear is 850 pounds. So, I mean, is that just like I'm gonna way undercut this and say, oh, okay, there can be about 500 pounds. It doesn't
Yeah,
make
that
any
doesn't.
sense.
No, I don't understand
Right.
why they would do that.
Neither do I. And
Does it help the story?
I do not really because when I read that, I was like, okay, they're trying to make him sound
Mhm.
less threatening,
Okay.
but the story's very like, hey, maybe we made a mistake here.
Mm-hmm.
Like we shouldn't be having these bears all over the place. So it wasn't written from a standpoint like, oh, don't worry about the bears. They're only 500 pounds.
So somebody just didn't do the research.
I guess.
They just Googled it once,
Right.
found something about one bear, and moved on.
And then how much else from the story is wrong?
Can we cap
Golly.
the size of bears? Because it'd be great if we all had just pet bears, right? If we could just have a
Oh my
100-pound
God.
bear that just never
mean,
got
I
bigger
would-
than
Like
that.
domesticate
I
a
would
bear.
I would want one a little bit bigger than that. I'd want one at least Brutus's size.
Sure.
But I would
Yeah, if it was just a bear.
I
and-
would
and
change
like,
my
Can you
entire
declaw it,
way
though?
of-
'Cause, like-
No, you could
definitely not.
trim.
Well,
or
if it's
like,
200 pounds, it's
Well, the-
still gonna claw you.
Well,
I
don't
would
be
change
a-
my entire way of life if I could have. a bear.
Yeah, no, but
Like,
you have a better chance of it
entire.
not killing you. But like John's dog right now could kill him if he just wanted to one day.
It's true.
Like, I mean, like
One
he'd have
bite.
to have like the first, one bite.
He'd
Everybody
have to
knows
get the first
the bite. Yeah.
yeah.
Same thing maybe with that bear.
Yeah,
right
right.
by
But
your
in
neck.
your scenario, they're safe.
What do you mean?
Like you said, can we cap the size of them?
Oh yeah. I only want I only like small dogs, so
Yeah.
or a mid-sized dog. So
100-pound bear is
yeah,
a small
yeah.
dog.
Maiden's only
Yeah.
like 50 pounds.
There used to be this TV show.
It's a moderate. It's a good
It was
sized dog.
like Casey something. The guy's name was Casey. It was called like Wild Adventures, and he found a bear cub and raised it, and he like lives with it. It was legitimately his
Oh, so
best
cool.
man at his wedding, and he
Sweet.
takes it around like
interesting.
hides salmon for it and then digs it up.
Hmm.
And when I wasn't even a kid. I was in my 20s watching it. I'm like, how can I make that my life?
I'd be on
Like,
edge.
that's what I want to do. I didn't do
Mm.
it, but yeah, I love bears.
I think I used to see a video of there was a bear that would hang out with a guy. Maybe that's what
That's
it
him.
was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I can't
Weird.
say
It
that for sure,
depends.
but
There's a couple.
He's
of
got kind of
different-
like long curly hair.
I don't remember the guy. I just remember the bear.
The bear's pretty
I'm
awesome.
pretty pumped about the bear.
All right. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, so just a little update. They're saying, not paleontologists, who studies societies? Anthropologists.
Yeah,
Anthropologists are saying that orangutans have now firmly moved into the Stone Age.
Are you sure it's not paleontology?
What do you mean?
That they have enough evidence of orangutans using tools that they're now
in the different
Stone Age.
In the different eras,
Yep.
so they're saying they're a lot
Thought you meant.
more recent than
It's like
further,
orangutans exist
further away.
today.
Correct? Yeah.
Right, no. But you get what I'm going
Yeah.
across, right?
There's
So
like-
okay, so
yeah.
there's that, right? Like that's
Sure.
been going on for a while. They have the first video evidence of an orangutan had a wound on its face, and it took the raucus stem, chewed it, and applied it to its face.
So it knew
How do
which
you know-
one to use.
It knew that
How do you know that the orangutan did it though?
they saw it doing it.
Oh, like a current
Yeah,
modern.
This is current.
Yes,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is right
Okay,
now.
I
He's
thought
saying
you
the
meant.
first video evidence of it.
Got
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the
Oh,
first ever.
Well,
I was gonna
first
say, I was
evidence,
like, how do you-
first where
Yeah,
somebody
first
saw it happen.
video evidence,
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So the orangutan chewed the stem to get it to a paste, and then applied it to its face, and that stem or whatever is used to heal wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it either
So
got incredibly lucky.
we're gonna have a
or
real
it-
problem
yeah.
with orangutans real soon here.
Orangutans have been smart for
Oh,
forever
Yeah,
though.
but I don't think.
I don't know.
Like not to bring in another Disney movie into this, but what is it, Jungle Book? That the orangutan is like,
Yeah, cousin Louis.
isn't he supposed to be like the smart one?
That's the
Yeah.
That's the movie
Yeah.
we pulled
Yeah,
up
he's
when we're
the-
talking
yeah.
about it?
That was,
Well, no,
I don't know, that's the first
for
one I
an
think of.
orangutan, what else would you pull?
Planet of the Apes. I don't know where they're.
Yeah,
all
that's a
in
good
Oh,
one,
that's
too.
true. That's
a
true.
good
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
too. Yeah.
You
Like
so
they
totally
are
makes
wise.
sense.
So just because they did it one time, they maybe have been doing that for forever. We don't know.
I still think the birds, when they displace water to get to food, is always very fascinating.
Crows.
What do you mean?
crows.
Yeah.
So if
What do you mean?
there's
They do what now?
Yeah.
so if there's
Birds aren't real.
food in the bottom of water in a water bottle, certain birds will add rocks so that the height of the water
Oh.
goes up and help pushing the thing that they want in the water up and out. So,
Smart. Animals are like they're designed to be smart enough to live.
Yeah, but I don't know.
who knows?
I think something's going on with orangutans. I don't trust them.
I don't think I've ever trusted orangutans.
Oh,
It's a guy. It's a guy in a suit.
You ever been to the zoo?
I have.
I don't trust any of the apes there. I don't know. I don't know. So when I was in Girl Scouts,
Uh-huh.
when I was like
Are we
10 years
supposed
old.
to
Hold-
trust
hold-
the apes
hold
there?
on,
Sorry.
hold on. I'm in on this. I want to hear this.
Okay, Girl Scouts, we did a sleepover at the zoo. Like we slept in the gorilla exhibit. It was dope. Smelled horrible, but like you're a 10-year-old and you get to sleep at the zoo with the gorillas. Pretty cool. But at night, one of them would come up to the window and go, stoomp, doomp, and like hit it going down, scare the crap out of you.
Because he doesn't like the fact that you're in his enclosure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But there's also like TVs in there all the time playing on constant loop. So we like slept with those TVs on so like they could see.
It's terrifying.
I'm assuming they could see in. But yeah, I don't know. Like
How
I don't think that
incredibly-
they like us.
How incredibly ill did you get after this?
Yeah,
I'm just
right?
imagining. I would
Ooh.
be coughing.
Is that the cause of your
I would have like
All of my health issues.
I'd have like a
night
I'd
spent
have
Nah.
at the zoo?
They started long after that.
Well, they might have been festering.
But they also started before that.
I'd have a week
don't
or
know.
two just like
terrible. I don't
What's
remember
wrong
getting
with
sick.
me?
I feel like I'm very torn on zoos.
Yeah.
I used to not be at all.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
I never thought of it, and then honestly, it was kind of starting to get more into hunting and realizing
Mhm.
what we should be doing with the land and animals. I was like, it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's like it's cute when you think about little kids and they like get to go experience these animals and do like school projects and stuff like that. But like as soon as I start thinking about it on a deeper level, I just get really sad really fast. Especially when you see the cheetahs and the leopards. That's what sets me
The
off. I don't
lions.
know. It just makes me so sad.
The lions. And
The
we only
lions.
have like there's a couple lines and it's not a lot of room. There's like a rock. And you can actually really see them. They can't get to you where you're at, but there's not a lot of like fencing, so to speak.
Oh, listen, the Wichita Zoo does a great job.
It's
This
fantastic.
It's
isn't about
beautiful.
No, yeah.
that
No.
facility. This is just in general. I don't think it's. I don't know.
Well, we're taking them out of the food zone, or what am I trying to say?
Food chain.
Food chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like the food zone. That doesn't sound right.
Sure. So for some animals, it's great, but
Yeah.
For
but then
others-
some they want to be in that.
yeah,
though.
they want to be in the
That's
food
their
chain,
life,
right?
Yeah.
Like I was
Yeah.
supposed to chase things down and eat it.
Yeah.
Surely there's some animals that are just out there vibing. They're just having a good time.
Yeah, they're called. Oh no, what's it called?
Otters.
No.
No, they
otters are
probably want to.
vicious.
Really? But they're so cute.
Giant river otters are
But-
like the top of the food chain of anything they're in. They hunt crocodiles. Oh yeah,
If vicious, then why so
'cause-
cute?
Yeah, they're vicious.
They're like
no,
puppies.
it's called the capybara. Yeah,
Oh,
like
capybaras?
there's literally
It's the
videos
biggest
of
rodent,
them
yeah.
like
That's-
just chilling with crocodiles. Like everything is
Wait.
just cool with them. Don't ask me why. Don't know why. Maybe
I'd watch that movie.
Yeah, why isn't Disney
Okay.
made a movie about a capybara?
Glenn Powell.
What about him?
You know, the actor.
Yeah.
There's like this comparison thing, and people think that he looks like a capybara. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So no one ever
All
heard
right, let me see it.
capybara.
Hit image. Let me see it.
Dude, Jiminy Glick probably looks more like a capybara. The 4 M's.
You see it? You see it?
I don't.
You don't see it? Okay.
I don't see it.
Well, you might be one of the few that doesn't. That's
his-
okay.
What's his name?
Glenn Powell.
Oh, you didn't see it.
Enter the Fist. Let's see.
All right, well,
yeah, I can see that for sure.
we went
Thank you.
a little bit off the rails there at the
Yeah.
end, but that's what wild card's supposed to be. And
Wild
we didn't
card.
talk about any meat processing stories.
What are you talking about?
Was that something?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I didn't read
just
it
real
because you
quick,
said you
yep.
don't want me to read it.
Birdshot is in beef, and it's been in beef since like they started checking for any type of extra foreign materials in ground beef, whatever beef. How would you assume that birdshot is getting into beef?
We were talking about like shotgun bird shot,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
They're eating dead birds that have been shot with it.
Okay.
I was thinking just, I guess if you're out, like beyond somebody just straight up shooting one,
Okay.
out in a field hunting for something, you just, I
Yes,
mean, it's,
and-
you do have a spray.
Right.
So
Yeah, John.
Yeah. It's
Don't
not
you know
that.
about
It's some ranchers use birdshot to deal with angry and aggressive
Stop.
cows. I swear to God. I
To kill
swear-
'em?
No.
just
shoot
to
'em in
just
the
to
piss
make
back.
them
them
off?
go away. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Why
was
would
sure-
you do that?
I was sure it was that, and I was like, all right.
When you see
So I've made some bad shots, famously one with you. Do
yeah.
you remember that? I got
Yeah.
it. I got it. I've made some bad shots, but I've never missed, and like there was another animal in the background, right? Like I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, hunters being stupid. And I read this article, and they're like, just to be clear, this isn't from hunting. This is from ranchers using shot or bird shot to like deter aggressive cows. I was like,
I do want to meet those ranchers. I want to know what
once
personality
you
that
see
is.
video of a livestock animal take a life of another human, you're not you're not the same man ever
There's this
again.
video that haunts Patrick. Like he'll bring it up at least twice a month the entire time he's worked here. We should watch it after this.
Yeah.
All right, let's go do that. I'll post. We'll find the link and we'll post the video on that on the Meatgistics post because Patrick doesn't want to watch it. It is great.
It's in SW, John. It's not.
Well,
It's
whatever.
not suitable for Western North.
Or
All right,
Southwestern.
we'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks for checking out the Meatgistics podcast. To shop everything but the meat, head on over to waltons.com. To get your meat processing questions answered by experts and enthusiasts alike, head on over to our online community at meatgistics.com. Waltons, everything but the meat.